Hello everyone, welcome back to ALISH Knowledge Hub. Today we are going an excursion to Kangla Fort, Imphal. We step into the heart of Manipur's glorious heritage visual journey to Kangla Fort, Imphal, a place steeped in history, culture and pride. This educational excursion was part of the school's effort to connect students with their roots and help them appreciate the legacy of their land. We, the teachers and management of the New Light Public School, work hard to give awareness of the past history of Manipur. You will see in this video many aspects like guiding the students through Kangla Fort's historical sites, the iconic Kangla Sha dragon lions, and ancient relics. And our students will learn about Manipur's royal past, reflections, fun moments, and team activities. And you will get glimpse of Imphal's rich cultural ambience. Kangla Fort, once the seat of Manipur's royalty, is not just a monument, it is a living storybook. Watch as the students of New Light Public School, Moijing, explore this timeless site with curiosity, excitement, and respect. It is shot and edited by ALISH Knowledge Hub. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more educational and cultural videos. Certainly, here is an attractive and student-friendly cultural exploration about Kangla Fort, highlighting both its historical significance and its beauty. Good morning to everyone. Today I feel extremely honored and excited to tell the story of the most iconic symbols of Manipur's pride and history, the Kangla Fort. As we step into the grand gate of Kangla Fort this morning, it felt like we had traveled back in time to a land of kings, warriors, and sacred traditions. This is not just a fort, it is a living legend of Manipur, where culture, history, and beauty meet together. Kangla Fort, also called Kangla, was once the royal palace of the mighty kings, especially the Ningthaujas. It stood as the center of power in ancient Manipur for centuries. Can you imagine? Every stone we walk on, every wall we touch has witnessed the footsteps of kings, queens, soldiers, and scholars. We saw the majestic Kangla Sha, those mythical dragon lion statues that guard the fort's entrance. They are not just decorative, they symbolize strength, courage, and the spirit of Manipur. As students, we should be inspired by their presence to be bold in our goals and proud of our roots. Inside the fort, we saw ancient temples, sacred ponds, old courtrooms, and museums sections that displayed as old weapons, manuscripts, and royal artifacts. It was like watching our history books come to life. But beyond history, Kangla Fort is also a place of natural beauty. The green lawns, peaceful walkways, and calm waters of the moat made us feel relaxed and connected to nature. This visit taught us more than any classroom could. It reminded us that our identity is rooted in rich traditions. Kangla tells us, remember your past, respect your culture, and carry it with pride into the future. Let us not forget that Kangla Fort is not just a tourist spot, it is a sacred heritage, a source of inspiration, and a symbol of Manipur's eternal spirit. So friends, as we return from this trip, let us carry home more than photos and fun. Let us carry home pride, knowledge, and a deeper love for our land. Here to talk about something that brings joy, learning, and lifelong memories to every student. Educational excursions. Yes, those much-awaited school trips we look forward to every year, and not just for fun, but also for powerful learning. Let me begin with a simple thought. Not all classrooms have four walls. Sometimes the best lessons happen when we step outside the textbook and enter the real world. That's exactly what excursions offer us, a chance to explore, experience, and understand life from a broader perspective. Number 1 point, real world learning. Yearly excursions takes us to historical places, science parks, museums, cultural sites, or even natural wonders. We don't just read about rivers, forts, monuments, and forests. We see them, touch them, and feel their presence. This kind of experiential learning leaves a lasting impression and helps us remember facts better. Number 2, social and emotional growth. When we travel with classmates, teachers, and sometimes even parents, we develop team spirit, discipline, and empathy. We learn how to cooperate, share responsibilities, and adjust to different situations. These life skills are as important as academic knowledge. Number 3, inspiration and creativity. Excursions stimulate our curiosity and creativity. Whether it is watching the sunrise over Loktak Lake, walking through the ancient gate of Kangla Fort, or exploring a science museum, this experience sparks questions, thoughts, and dreams. Many students discover new interests and passions during such trips. Number 4, moments of joy and relaxation. Let's not forget, excursions are also about fun and refreshment. In our busy academic lives, these outings give us a chance to relax, enjoy nature, and laugh with friends. A picnic under the sky or lunch with teachers in a historical place becomes a memory we cherish forever. Number 5, building responsible citizens. When students visit cultural and heritage sites, they begin to understand the value of preserving our history and environment. Excursions teach us to be respectful, responsible, and aware, qualities that shape us into better human beings and citizens. Dear friends, education is not complete without exploration. A yearly excursion is not just a luxury, it is a necessity. It connects what we learn in school with the real world. It helps us grow mentally, emotionally, socially, and even spiritually. So, let us request our school to organize such trip every year, and let us, as students, teachers, and staffs of the New Light Public School, take them seriously, not just as fun outings, but as powerful learning journeys. But this day is also special for another beautiful reason. We shared it not only with our classmates and teachers, but also with our beloved parents, having a peaceful and joyful lunch right here inside Kangla Fort, surrounded by history, laughter, and togetherness. It was more than just a meal. It was a moment of unity, a celebration of learning beyond the four walls of school. We thank our teachers, particularly excursion management faculties, for planning such a meaningful trip, and our parents for joining us. Your presence turned this excursion into a memory we will always treasure. As teachers of the New Light Public School, Moijing, we feel proud and grateful to explore such a magnificent historical site. Let Kangla Fort inspire us to respect our past, value our culture, and move ahead with knowledge and pride. Kangla Fort, also known simply as Kangla, is not just a historical monument, it is the soul of Manipur. Located in the capital of Imphal, on the western bank of the Imphal River, Imphal Tural, Kangla was once the royal palace and political center of the Meitei kings for centuries. The word Kangla in Meitei Lon Manipuri means dry land and is considered one of the holiest and most sacred sites in the history of Manipur. Let me tell you the historical importance. Ancient capital of Kangla Sha as the ancient capital of Manipur, especially under the Ningthauja dynasty starting from the 1st century. The earliest recorded ruler associated with Kangla is Nongdalairen Pakhangba, the first historical king of Manipur who ascended the throne in 33rd century. He is considered a semi-divine figure and is said to have established Kangla as his capital. Number 2. Political and spiritual center. Kangla was not only the seat of administration but also the religious and spiritual center of the mighty kingdom. Sacred rituals, royal ceremonies, coronations, and worship of traditional deities like Pakhangba were performed here. Number 3. Symbol of sovereignty. Every mighty king who ruled over Manipur added something to Kangla, whether it was walls, temples, or military barracks. It was considered a symbol of power, pride, and independence. Let me also tell you about the colonial impact. In 1891, after the Anglo-Manipur War, the British forces took control of Kangla. They destroyed several sacred structures, including temples and statues, and converted the area into a British cantonment. Kangla was closed off from the people of Manipur for more than 100 years. Restoration and reopening. After Manipur merged into the Indian Union in 1949, efforts slowly began to reclaim and restore Kangla's historical and cultural significance. In 2004, Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh officially handed over Kangla Fort back to the people of Manipur. Since then, it has been preserved as a heritage site and public cultural space, open for visitors and scholars alike. The Kangla Sha mythical dragon lions. One of the most iconic features of Kangla is the presence of Kangla Sha, the mythical guardian lions. This dragon lion statue symbolize royal authority, protection, and spiritual power. The original Kangla Sha statues were destroyed by the British in 1991, but they were reconstructed and reinstalled in 2006, restoring a part of Manipur's spiritual pride. Today's Kangla Fort. Today, Kangla Fort is a beautiful blend of history, architecture, and nature. It includes ruins of the old citadel and temples, a museum displaying royal artifacts, the Kangla Polo Ground, sacred water bodies like the Nungjiang Prukhi, peaceful gardens, and historical markers. It serves as a center for heritage, education, cultural tourism, and local pride. Why Kangla matters to students? It teaches us about our roots, kings, culture, and struggles. It inspires us to value our history and heritage. It reminds us of the need to protect and preserve cultural landmarks. It helps us understand that history is not just about the past, it shapes our identity today. In conclusion, Kangla Fort is not just a fort, it is a living museum, a spiritual heartland, and national treasure. As students and future citizens, we have a responsibility to learn from it, respect it, and pass